Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board-certified psychiatrist. I was talking to somebody the other day and was mentioning that we create our reality, and she basically said that's a bunch of hogwash. That's not true. Well, actually, it is. Let's just look at the very simple basis for my saying that. Okay, look, if you're driving down the street and you turn left or you turn right, that's a choice. What you do, that's a choice you make, that's a decision you make, that's you creating reality. If you turn left, you might drive into a pothole. If you turn right, you might bump into somebody who's going to give you $1 million. Okay, so left or right is a choice you make. You are creating your reality by every choice, every conscious decision that you make. You are creating your reality. You're creating your reality when you listen to your inner critic. All of us have an inner critic, a voice that we have identified with and relate to, but isn't really us. It's sort of a component of our mind, but it's not a healthy component, and it's not really who we are. And it's a part of our mind that really wants to see us crash and burn and not succeed and not be happy. It thinks it's taking care of us. It thinks it's protecting us, but it's not. So the inner critic says, don't bother. You're not good enough. It's not going to work out. People don't really like you. You're not lovable. You won't succeed. You might as well not go to the party. You might as well not apply for that job. You might as well put off doing this today, do it tomorrow. So what if you're late? They'll understand. All sorts of self-sabotaging, self-destructive behaviors. And so basically the inner critic is essentially telling you, stay in your room, sit in bed, eat potato chips and watch other people living their lives that they want, that you would want too. Seeing other people's dramas, other people's lives, other people's realities, while you are safe in your cocoon of failure and immobilization. So that's you creating your reality. That's you listening to your inner critic saying you're not good enough, it won't work, don't bother, you'll never succeed. Okay, that's you creating your reality of failure by not taking action, by not taking necessary steps to get into the world, to take risks, to make things happen. So do you create your reality? Yeah. If you listen to your inner critic and do what it tells you to do, you will, for the most part, not succeed. Certainly not to any degree that you would wish to. Okay? So we create our reality from our thoughts and our choices. Our conscious thoughts, our conscious choices can either send us down a path of proactivity, of success, of finding people who will synergize with our needs and cooperate with us, or it can send us down pathways that cause us to self-sabotage, to self-destruct, to put ourselves in positions where we are victims of the world. Rather than creating our destiny, we are victims of it. So yeah, we make conscious choices that create our reality. Okay, so here's the thing. If our conscious thoughts and choices create our reality, why wouldn't our unconscious thoughts and choices create our reality? They do. They do. Our unconscious drives, our unconscious fears, our unconscious agendas will basically propel us to make choices unconsciously that create a reality. So what do you do about this? I mean, it's one thing to be able to look at your conscious choices. What do you do about your unconscious choices? You got to try to bring them to consciousness. You've got to try to bring your unconscious desires, your hidden agendas, your hidden fears, your expectations, your unconscious resentments and jealousies. You got to try to bring it all to your awareness, because then you can make choices as to what you want to do with it, rather than being on automatic pilot and making unconscious choices that most likely will not be in your best interest. So you try to bring your unconscious thoughts to consciousness by thinking, contemplating, analyzing, assessing. Look at your patterns, look at your behaviors, try to get to your truth, try to avoid denial. Try to hold up a mirror to yourself and see who you really are. And then you have a chance to make healthier, more positive choices. Now, another way you can defeat your unconscious mind and create a wonderful reality is by doing what I suggest in my book, Forgive to Win, which is to forgive others, to love others, to be of service to others, to be generous, to be accepting and tolerant of others. Now, the reason why this is because on an unconscious level, many of us project our guilt, our shame, and our self-loathing onto other people. Okay, we do this so that we can feel good about ourselves. But basically, deep down, we still will have guilt, shame, and self-loathing at a deeply unconscious level, which generates unconscious sabotaging thoughts and behaviors. Okay, so how do you do this? How do you overcome this? The way you overcome this is by forgiving, loving, accepting others, being generous and kind to others, being of service to others. When you do this, when you help others, you're helping yourself. When you forgive others, you're forgiving yourself. When you love others, you're loving yourself. When you're accepting of others, you're accepting of yourself. So the more you do for others, the more it's going to come back to you by increasing your self-esteem, decreasing your unconscious guilt and shame and self-loathing, and then your unconscious mind is going to feel good about you, and it's going to make positive choices for you, and your conscious mind, which wants you to succeed, will make positive choices for you, and you put your unconscious mind and your conscious mind together, and you've got real power. It's not ambivalent, it's not conflicted, it has one goal, one desire for your happiness, for sustainable relationships, for prosperity and success. So there it is. Do you create reality? Absolutely. Okay, that's it for today. Create a great day. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.